I'm the Peanut Butter Ninja, you're the Jam Squad, and yesterday during the stream, I had some people come into the chat, and I would say things, and some of the people would tell me that I wasn't telling the truth, and I told them I was telling the truth. But of course, they didn't believe me. And this is what's so wrong with this country we live in now and around the world. Even though when you tell people something and you have evidence, it doesn't matter. They don't believe you. So, I will present to the court my evidence. I made the statement in my stream. You don't believe me? Go listen to it. That I made a video years ago talking about how EA bought PopCap for mobile gaming and that Garden Warfare 3 could be the last game besides mobile games. They could go to only mobile games from then on. You want to know when that video was published? It is July 13th, 2022. I made this video October 13th, 2018. October 13th, 2018. Watch the video and listen to me tell you that this could be the next game, which would have been Garden Warfare 3, by the way, but due to a lot of issues, they scrapped that and came out with Battle for Neighborville. But I did say in this video, that could be the last one ever made. It could happen. All right, there's my evidence. Okay? Now, I also mentioned that I have a video, why Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3 was not made. And I was telling them that one of the reasons why is because they didn't want to do, they didn't want to remake all the characters of Garden Warfare 2 over again. They were over it. They didn't want to. And I told them I got this information from Justin, who was a creative director of Garden Warfare 2. So, once again, people telling me that I'm not telling the truth. All right, here it is. Here it is. Justin, in reply to, did you work on Battle for Neighborville? If so, can you explain why the game was changed so drastically instead of just being Garden Warfare 3? So Justin had different tweets, but you can watch the video and see. Just watch the video and you'll find out why Garden Warfare 3 was not made. So Justin, who works on Battlefield 2042, he says many reasons. He can't give you details because if you trash a developer, if you trash a company, no one's going to hire you again. So that's why you don't hear these developers come out and talk crap about people, because if you do, who's going to hire you? Because they know you talk crap about people. All right. So he just says many reasons. All right. Who is we? We, EA, PopCap, right? So if you are under EA, you are forced to use the Frostbite engine. You have no choice in this. You must use the Frostbite engine if you are owned by EA. All right? That's the way it is. So, we did a complete art engine update requiring every character, animation, texture to be rebuilt from scratch. That is what it would have required. So, the game engine Frostbite that was used for Garden Warfare 2, right? That had an upgrade, so you could not copy and paste Garden Warfare 2 assets to the next game. Because of the art engine update, you would have had to recreate every character from scratch. And to that, the developer said, no thank you. We do not want to go ahead and do that much work. No. So they said, nope, no thank you. So we would have less characters than GW2, which wouldn't bode well. There it is. He says it. We would have less characters than GW2, which wouldn't bode well. As I say in my video, he knew, along with every developer, that this game was going to be a fail because of a lack of characters. He says it right here. Can you read it for yourself? This man was creative director of Garden Warfare 2. He worked on Garden Warfare 1, and now he was at still at the studio when Battle for Neighborville, when they made a switch to Battle for Neighborville, but he and everyone else left before the game came out. All right. We moved away. Then he goes and says something stupid. We moved away from loot boxes, so bye-bye card packs, sticker books, and etc. Now, that was one of the most stupidest things he's ever said. The sticker shop in Garden Warfare 2 was not a loot box. So, because Justin doesn't know what a loot box is, I'll explain it for anyone out there. A loot box is when you spend real money in hopes of getting something you want, which is gambling. Loot boxes are, it's just gambling. So, a typical game like FIFA Ultimate Team, right? You spend real money for some packs, hoping that you get the player you want. It's a gamble with real money. That's a loot box. A sticker shop where I use coins that I earn in the game, that's not a loot box. I earn coins easily. I buy packs. So that was the stupidest thing, if not the most, one of the most stupidest things, if the most stupidest things he's ever said. All right, so there it is. So there's my proof. There's my proof. Now, another thing. So, I banned someone. If you look at the arrow, top arrow, something is amazing. So make sure you go over to Vanos Gaming and go subscribe to him, since he is amazing. And here we got Steve. This is completely false. No one was promoting their YouTube channels. All right? So you tell me, was he promoting the channel or not? I rest my case. There's my proof. All right, now watch this. So, at this time, his message, the Vanos is amazing. The original message had show or hide, just like this one. But because he didn't believe me, I showed it, in which it went back and showed what the message was so anyone could read it. Typically, if someone writes something that YouTube figures could be not good, they will put a show or a hide on it. So the N-word, man, I'm about to say the N-word. All right? No one can see that but me. I can choose to show it, or I could choose to hide it. Right? That's my choice. I can do that. So I can hit hide and no one sees it. You can't see it. Only I can see this. So I could hit show and then you can see it. All right? That's how that works. I was told that I was lying. I was told that's not true. I'm the one with the YouTube channel. They're not. But yet I'm lying. I don't know what I'm talking about. So anyway, for those of you wondering what was going on in the chat yesterday, this is what was happening over and over again. I would say something. Somebody would say I'm lying. I would present evidence, and they still wouldn't believe me. They would not believe me even though I presented the evidence. And as I made the statement, I'll say it again. This is why I cannot stand liberals. To a liberal, the truth doesn't matter. The evidence doesn't matter. You believe what you believe regardless of the truth, regardless of the evidence. So even though I present to the court all of this evidence, you want to know what these individuals will say? They still don't believe it. They still don't believe it. But I rest my case. There's my evidence. Now, for those of you that were in that stream that told me I was lying, even though I presented you the evidence, if you want, come back to my channel and just apologize. Just apologize like a real man. Apologize, and we can be all good. Show that you can be reasonable. Show that when the evidence is shown, you can accept it. And then it's all good. So anyway, there it is.